Resin flooring is getting super popular, and it's easy to see why. It's really tough, easy to clean, and comes in tons of colors and styles to match any kitchen decor. Plus, you can do it yourself with a little patience and the right help from guides. In this video, we'll show you how to put in your own resin kitchen floor step by step. Whether you want a modern, simple look or something a bit more homey, resin flooring can look great with your style. Imagine a shiny, smooth floor that reflects the light, or maybe a textured floor that makes your kitchen feel warm and cozy. And don't forget how practical it is for everyday use. Resin flooring doesn't stain easily, it's not bothered by spills, and it doesn't scratch, which is perfect for busy kitchens. With a little work, you can make your kitchen amazing with a beautiful and long-lasting resin floor. So are you ready to get started on your new project? Before we start putting in the floor, let's make sure you have everything you need. It's crucial to gather all your tools and materials beforehand to ensure a smooth and efficient process. Having all your tools and materials ready will make things much easier and more fun. Plus, it helps you avoid any unnecessary interruptions once you start working. Here's a list of what you'll need to get started. An epoxy resin kit, which includes the resin and hardener you'll mix together. This is the core material for your floor. Measuring cups and containers, because measuring correctly is super important for a good resin floor. Pick containers with easy-to-read measurements. Accurate measurements ensure the right consistency. Stirring sticks for mixing the resin and hardener really well. Thorough mixing is key to a strong and durable floor. A floor primer to help the resin stick to the floor underneath. This ensures better adhesion and longevity. Spiked shoes so you can walk on the wet resin without messing it up. They prevent you from leaving marks or damaging the surface. A paint roller and frame for spreading the primer and resin evenly. This helps achieve a smooth and uniform finish. A squeegee, which helps spread the resin and make sure it's even. It's essential for removing air bubbles and ensuring a flat surface. Rubber gloves and safety glasses to protect your hands and eyes from the resin and hardener, which can be irritating. Safety first. A dust mask to wear when sanding so you don't breathe in dust. It's important for your respiratory health. A tape measure for measuring your kitchen floor accurately. Precise measurements are crucial for a perfect fit. Painter's tape to cover areas you don't want resin on. It helps keep your workspace clean and tidy. And drop cloths to protect your counters and cabinets from spills. They make cleanup much easier. Once you have everything on the list, you're ready to start prepping your kitchen floor for the resin. Make sure to double-check your list to avoid missing any crucial items. Getting your floor ready the right way is super important for a perfect resin floor. Proper preparation ensures that the resin adheres well and provides a durable, long-lasting finish. Taking the time to prepare the floor underneath correctly will make sure the resin sticks well and makes a smooth, even surface. This step is crucial for achieving a professional-looking result. Don't rush this part. It'll be worth it in the end. A well-prepared floor will save you time and effort in the long run. First, make sure your current floor is clean, dry, and doesn't have any bits and pieces on it. Any debris left behind can cause imperfections in the resin. Sweep or vacuum really well to get rid of any dust or dirt. A thorough cleaning is essential for a flawless finish. If there are any cracks or bumps in the floor underneath, fix them now. Addressing these issues beforehand will ensure a smooth application. You can use a concrete patching compound for small cracks or a self-leveling compound for bigger problems. Make sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions for the best results. Once the repairs are dry, it's time to prime the floor. This step is vital for ensuring the resin bonds properly. The primer helps the resin stick to the floor underneath and stops air bubbles from forming. It creates a stable base for the resin to adhere to. Use a paint roller to put on a thin, even coat of primer, following the instructions on the can for drying time. Make sure the primer is completely dry before moving on to the next step. Now that your floor is prepped and primed, you're ready for the exciting part, mixing and putting on the resin. Gather all your tools and materials and get ready to transform your kitchen floor. Now for the fun part, making your resin floor. This is where your kitchen transformation really starts to take shape. But before you start, make sure you're working in a room with good airflow and wearing your safety gear. Proper ventilation is crucial for safety and for the resin to cure correctly. It's important to follow the directions on the package carefully when mixing the resin and hardener. Each product may have specific instructions that are vital for the best results. First, measure out the right amounts of resin and hardener using separate containers and following the ratio on the product packaging. Precision is key here to ensure the mixture sets properly. Then pour the hardener slowly into the resin, stirring constantly with a stirring stick. This gradual process helps to avoid bubbles and ensures a smooth mixture. Make sure you scrape the sides and bottom of the container to mix everything really well. This step is crucial to avoid any unmixed portions that could affect the final finish. Once the resin and hardener are completely mixed, you can start pouring it onto the floor you've prepared. Ensure the surface is clean and free of dust for the best adhesion. Start in the corner of the room farthest away from the door and work your way towards the exit, pouring the resin in small sections that are easy to manage. This method helps you avoid stepping on the freshly applied resin. Use a squeegee to spread the resin evenly across the floor, working in smooth, even strokes. Take your time to ensure an even layer, which will give you a professional-looking finish.